Welcome to the recap of Pulp Cthulhu Blackheart Crucible, Session 10. As always, let me thank Juice at Master of the Game, his partner in crime Paula at Awkwardly Nerdy, OSR Guru Bill at RollStats, the three-headed Cerebus Jason, Josh, and Isaiah, and special guest Mike. We pick it up at the university, where the players are helping Imelda Marcos return to the national park and take over the underground facility. Luther and Blake are whisked away and end up with a new manager. We learn a little bit about turtle biology, and the players have a few interesting plans to get in to this underground site. The players make it into the underground facility. They deal with some unspeakable horrors and manage to keep their sanity together. Well, almost. They find a temple and then face the priestess of the crawling chaos.
This week on a very special episode of Pulp Cthulhu, racial barriers will be shattered. Grandma, love a turtle, find out.
Yeah, as you are in the university and Luther is having a discussion with Professor Fleming, probably to show her his new thighs. Imelda Marcos says, I've held up my part of the bargain. You need to help me now.
What do you need help with?
Well, we need to go back into the park there, to the underground layer, and remove them.
About how many Gorn are we looking at?
Probably up to 20 or 25. If we catch them Saturday, and hopefully they don't have as many people working there.
Yes, I do recall. Saturday is a holy holiday for the Gorn.
They play kickball. They got their kickball leagues. Ice just wants to make something clear. When you says remove Gorn, we're talking about eliminating, not just actually getting them to leave.
Yeah, like a torch and burn up.
Yes, we need to kill them, and the High Priestess as well.
Where's the High Priestess?
The one who is in charge of everything in the temple.
How big is this temple?
It's pretty vast underneath the mountain.
Tell me now, honey, is there any particular weaknesses the Gorn experience?
They can be deceived very easily.
Because, so far, they seem pretty resilient.
Well, they might be tough, but we certainly don't struggle with killing them. We've already proven that.
Look, I'm no fan of the Gorn myself, but I'm just wondering why these ones gots to die.
They're problematic. They are trying to bring forth some kind of horror from beyond, and they need to be stopped.
What do you know about this horror? A name? Any mythology about it?
They call it the crawling chaos.
I don't like the sound of that. How do I get a hold of your boyfriend? Boris.
You just dial his number.
It's not in the phone.
Well, yeah. You ain't never used a payphone before?
This is not a payphone. It's a cell phone.
It's the same concept, only it fits in your pocket.
What's the phone number?
Hell if I know, I just punch it in.
Well, I'll just hold
Look
the
at
phone
recent calls.
I'll just hold the phone out. Punch it in then. Oh.
Yes, what is it, Ethel?
This is not Ethel.
Oh, Billy Bob, hold on. Yes, sorry, I was watching Moscow Price is Right with Yakov Smirnoff.
Then I discovered Plymouth Reliant America. What wonderful value.
This lady that you sent to help us informs us, after her end of the deal, that you made a deal with her that we were going to help her get rid of some Gorn that we didn't even know were there until after, shit went sideways. Well, needless to say, we created a bit of a scene on the way out, and we can't use her vehicle to go back and do the other part of the deal that you made. So I was wondering if you had any contacts down here that maybe take care of their car, because this other guy you sent to pick us up in the rolls didn't check the oil and the coolant and shit, and now his car is blown to hell, and we need a ride.
You're telling me you need a ride?
We're at the college.
You just can't go accommodate some vehicle like you've done before? I don't know. I'm running out of contacts there in Valparaiso.
I'm new to this. I'm trying to go through official channels and shit. You want us to just do a little bit of sneaky shit?
I I fully expected you to do sneaky shit.
Well, hell, that's all you had to say, boss. I didn't know we were doing the sneaky shit. I thought we were above board, going through official channels and stuff.
I don't recall ever going through official channels, but sure, Billy Bob.
Billy Bob, what the hell part of blowing up a bomb inside of a hospital says official channels?
That sounds like government work.
Or threatening everyone out of a restaurant with a robbery?
How is Imelda doing?
She's fine. Luther took her shoes, but she doesn't seem to mind.
Just keep eye on her.
Why? You want to elaborate something?
No, I just keep eye on her. These contacts here are just sort of sketchy. I'm doing best I can.
And you want me to, like, protect her or, like, make sure she don't stab us in the back?
Both.
Okay, well, I'll protect her unless she tries to stab us in the back, and then I'll shoot her in the face.
I wouldn't expect otherwise. No, that is too low.
500 rubles!
It seems like there's a little bit of psychic stuff going on.
Yes.
You got any good methods of countering that? Do you know a whole lot about it?
No, I don't know. I know that it's prevalent among the Gorn, and particularly the priestess can wield her black magic.
What about you, Special Agent Raphael Macchio? Aren't you supposed to be like a MIB and know how to handle these kinds of things?
Back home, they say you put an armadillo helmet on, it keeps people from messing with your brain.
Back in my MIB days, believe it or not, they tell crazy people, they're wearing their tinfoil hat and everything. Those people actually weren't so crazy.
This will prevent aliens from reading your mind.
It actually did block out people from looking in on their thoughts. The thing is, most people didn't have thoughts all that interesting.
We're at a college. There's probably a cafeteria somewhere. We could just send Luther to steal some tinfoil out the kitchen.
Oh, shit, you're right, honey.
Luther?
Hey, Luther, stop doing so much coke and go get us some goddamn tinfoil.
Okay, Ethel.
I think we're vastly overcomplicating this. The temple might be primitive, but the facility they're in is probably advanced to some degree. What we should probably do is just step inside and pull the fire alarm.
They don't have a fire alarm.
The OSHA's going to be very upset with them.
Come on now, this is a Gorn. You think that they care about, losing a couple of them?
No, but fire safety is very important.
They seem to breed like rabbits.
I'm sure they're more concerned about keeping the temple intact than they are about losing a couple of Gorn to some smoke.
You brought up OSHA. That's not a bad idea. I reckon them guys can get in just about anywhere.
You're suggesting we call the fire marshal on them?
No, I'm suggesting we pose as OSHA inspectors.
That's not a bad idea. The thing is, though, is do they actually respect OSHA regulations? And also, we're in South America. Do they even have OSHA here? I've been living in Valparaiso for a while now. I ain't seen nothing like building codes being exactly respected. So how much do we care about this building or this complex being kept in one piece?
It is important to keep it in some kind of working condition.
So it's just a matter of removing the current residents.
Yes.
I take it you wish to take ownership?
Yes.
Do you know how geologically stable the area that the facility is built in?
It's fairly stable, as from my experiences in there. They haven't had any cave-ins or anything.
No earthquakes or anything?
Well, of course there was the famous earthquake 100 years ago here.
The San Andreas fault just runs right through there.
I'm curious, Ethel, do you have some way of making earthquakes happen?
I'm not talking about bringing down the whole mountain on it. I'm talking about shaking everything enough that they all come running out.
Well, I'm not sure they'd come
so
running
not
out.
only can you make earthquakes, but you can make them like earthquake light?
No, we don't have to make an earthquake, but we gotta make it seem like an earthquake's going on.
Well, how are you going to do that? Have Bonnie do jumping jacks upstairs?
No, I was more thinking along the lines of stopping at a couple of local hardware stores and picking up some supplies that I could use to make a bomb. Set it off above the facility on the edge of the mountain and give it kind of a nice rumble as some debris comes rolling down, you know?
You know, we might want to just take our chances with a frontal assault.
We do have to worry about the back entrance as well that we came through the first time.
Well, I mean, we just park a car on top of it and call it a day.
Then we need 2 vehicles to do the job.
No way. Hold on. I'll go over and get one of the bikes out of the back of the Rolls and throw it in the back of the Bronco. If we let any sneak out the back, they might go warn the others and bring reinforcements.
If there's nothing on the outside of it, we'll drop both of you off, and me and my grandmother will go to the front entrance then. You two can advance through the back, and we'll go through the front, splitting their forces.
Well, you're a weird turtle person, aren't you? Don't you see good in the dark or what?
That's racist.
Emma, that's racist.
The hell else
I'm sorry.
am
No, I gotta be
call it?
more specific. That's specious.
She's old. She doesn't know any better.
But anyways, do your eyes work good in the dark?
No more than yours do.
What the hell is being a good goddamn turtle person good for?
What the
Cowabunga.
does that mean?
Well, if you're not any hardly different than a regular person, the only thing I can see as like an advantage would be that shell.
My advantage is having a working brain and able to help you guys.
No,
I don't know. I just
shit.
thought it would come with some special perks.
I mean, does being an old crotchety bitch come with any special perks?
I mean,
Now,
a little
promise,
bit.
Bonnie.
Is it possible for you to do a full tuck?
What are you defining as a full tuck?
Like normal turtles do.
Oh, like drawing my head into my shell and all that shit.
Well, and yeah, and your arms and your legs and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not quite built like most turtles. So
Well,
that comes with
I don't know your biology.
anatomically, I'm not quite the same as those turtles that you find walking about.
Ethel, where are you going with this? Why do you care?
Well, you know,
that shell?
a very armored turtle would be a good person to use as a distraction holding the crystal.
So
You know,
I think
draw their fire, so to say.
I think some stereotypes need to be put to rest here. So just because
I'm
I got a
just
shell
trying.
doesn't mean I'm bulletproof. 1. 2, you know, I don't have that room in my shell like that to just draw my arms and legs in. And, you know, even if I did, I wouldn't want to just sit there with gem in me, hoping that nobody decides to come over and put a gun in my shell and shoot me, you know? So
That's what I'm saying. We'd be shooting at them while they're trying to get to you.
yeah,
I
I'm
was
not
just
quite
curious. I didn't know your
comfortable with that
biology,
plan.
you know.
Okay, yeah, you head over to the security guard, and he's at his desk. He's got the coffee pot brewing. The TV he's like messing with. He's got the rabbit ears, he's moving, and you can see kind of a fuzzy signal, and it looks like the plaid peeper and the brown streak are on the TV, and he's like, "Can you believe it? Can you believe it?" And he points to the TV. He's like, "Can you believe it? Manuel Noriega's now their manager. Can you believe that?" And now a word from one of our sponsors. What kind of cigarette?
Menthol. They're good for you.
No.
Help clear you up in the morning.
No.
The Gorn only like the clove cigarettes.
No, she reaches in and pulls out a pack of Juan Hombreville cigarettes. She said these are made with asbestos, and she lights it.
Of course they are.
Billy Bob starts backing away slowly.
Yeah, you don't want to catch the mesothelioma.
I
It's
think I
a
want
bitch.
There are 2 guards here wearing drab brown National Park
Are these a couple
uniforms.
of the... Do they work with the Gorn?
She hides in the back. She's like, yes. Just you'll have to come up with something to get yourself in. Yeah, one's waving you, like trying to flag you down. Like,
Screw it. Run him down. That's our job anyway. Yeah.
the first guy you just clip, and he goes sprawling to the ground. The other guy you hits the ground and slams up against the side of the hut, and you drive right through the barricade. You're hauling through these roads here in the national park. like 4 times over the speed limit.
I'm going 20 miles an hour.
And you come up to campsite 42.
All right, come on, Ralph. Let's go.
You manage to get to like the end of a parking lot, and she instructs you to kind of like drive onto the grass about a half a mile, and then there's a clump of trees, and then on the side as the mountain begins to ascend, there's this small little area where you can see there's the entrance.
Why the hell didn't you tell me we were gonna be rock climbing? Hell, I should have stayed at the other site. Then I wouldn't have had to walk so far. And uphill? You're killing me here.
Wasn't that how Ethel got around all the time? In 15 feet of snow, uphill both ways?
Imelda has changed shoes, and she is behind you with her rolling suitcase.
What's in the suitcase?
My shoes, of course. What do you think?
Why would you bring a bag full of shoes to a gunfight?
Because you're doing all the shooting. We go to Billy Bob and Special Agent Machio.
I'll throw a couple of my Cliff Bars out on top of the picnic table, so it looks like we've stopped walking for a snack.
You feel the picnic table begin to move, and it starts to slide to one side. It moves about 10 feet.
I'm going to jump off and level my bombastic cicada at the entrance.
Okay.
I'm going to stay at the picnic table, but point my shotgun over in that direction as well.
The trap door just flings open, and dirt flies everywhere. And a figure begins to come out.
I shoot it.
I feel like I'm with Blake. Well, I guess since he's done shot it, it's a little late to try and talk to it.
You blast him, then Billy Bob fires and just like blows half of his chest away, and he just kind of collapses to the ground in a heap.
I'm immediately going to push through the dust cloud, point my weapon down, and look for any others below it.
You do not see anybody else down there.
Billy Bob's going to get up and wander over and hop down after him, I guess.
So as you guys get down into this hallway, all the candle lights go out.
I'm going to put on my night vision goggles. I guess they really do have things that cause the candles to go out all at once. Ethel Broad was actually right.
Ethel, all of a sudden you hear a voice in your head. You've heard this language. You've heard it in the chanting, and you've heard Imelda talk. Just a couple words, and then it just kind of vanishes. It's gone. It kind of echoes, and it's...
The hell was that? Did you hear it, Bonnie?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Someone spat just a couple of words of gobbledygook into my head.
What did it sound like?
Doop-de-snoop, how the hell should I know?
It creaks open into this room that is a round oval. It doesn't look like any doors in here, and it goes up to a peak. You can hear the chanting. It's very loud in this room.
I'll step into the room and say, Grandma, stay back for a moment.
Special Agent Machio and Billy Bob, you are walking down a hall. You come to a door. You hear a voice. It's, again, similar to the language you had heard before. Kind of speaks a couple words and then laughs, and then just kind of fades away. And you open the door and you're looking into this room. You see a figure in the middle of the room with a weapon. It looks like Bonnie. Bonnie, you see Billy Bob standing there as a door opens that you did not see before, as he's got his shotgun pointed at you.
Do I still hear the voices?
Yes, they're loud in this room. Yeah, and Billy Bob, you can now hear them.
Special Agent Rafael Machio is going to just do a closer search of the room, walking along the walls, just kind of keeping his hand along them, seeing if there's anything that he notices.
As you're kind of feeling along this wall, which is like rock, you come up to like almost like the frame of like a door. Very strange as you're touching it. For a second, you want to like pass over this thing, and then all of a sudden you realize, no, that's something here. And as you pass your hand again over, you realize there's a door right here.
Okay.
As you can hear like a voice in your head speaking to you. And then it says a few words and just kind of vanishes. You come to a room and you look in and there's like a pit. It goes down like 10 feet. Looks like it's got some water in it.
Aren't they trying to summon something evil apparently here?
That's what the shoe lady said. She also said the back door would be heavily guarded. I don't think she knows.
Well, a pit's a good place to summon evil things.
Ethel's going to flick a cigarette butt out into the center of the pit and see if it falls or if it hits some kind of optical illusion bridge.
It lands into the water, and you can see it like sitting on the top, burning a little bit, then it goes out. You see the water kind of move a little bit, like something's underneath it.
There's something down there. You got a spare shoe?
Of course not. I'm not using one of my shoes.
What the hell else are we gonna drop down there?
Just shoot it.
Well, I can't see what I'm shooting at. There's something down there, but I
I
want to
can't
make sure
imagine
I
that
hit
stopped you before. You see the water again moving. As you go to fire, you hear the voice in your head, and then it kind of fades. And you fire. There's an explosion. It hits the water, and this thing comes flying out of the water. It is huge. It is a flying earwig.
That's the size of a truck. Hit the damn thing.
Everybody can give me a sand roll. Billy Bob and Raphael, give me a D6 roll. You take 4 points of sand loss.
Mag dump the thing.
You unload the clip in it. It blows apart, crashes into the bottom of the pit with a big splat and a splash of ichor and water go everywhere.
Special Agent Raphael, you got like some kind of make sure it's dead gun?
The Special Agent Raphael Macchio looks quite pale despite being, green-skinned. He just kind of stares in shock. I don't got anything for that.
As you're having that discussion, you can hear the flutter of wings, and you catch the glimpse of another one coming off the wall of this room. Billy Bob, I will give you a dodge roll if you want to dodge and jump into the pit.
Oh, no.
And misses and kind of flies right past you.
Oh, she's gonna pull General Custer out of her bra and give it 3 shots.
You blast it as it goes by, tries to keep itself flying.
Bring it down!
And start shooting at it. A huge, intense burst of gamma rays.
Its chitinous armor just kind of glows and then just kind of slowly fades.
Macho, that funky gun better not give me a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
It's getting Grandpappy shotgun now.
You blast it and kind of turns, and you can see it hits it backside, and the pellets sort of bounce off of it.
3 more rounds.
Just dripping ichor everywhere, goo all over the walls.
Don't get any of that shit on ya.
So again, you hit it, it glows, and then as it goes out, it just kind of pops, and it just showers you with all this goo. Yeah, it lands directly on you.
Pancaked.
Yeah, it's like you're covered with dead flying earwig matter.
I don't know how well that stuff comes out of here.
Yeah, he kind of lifts it up, and he kind of tries to squeeze it out or shake it out. And then he puts it back on, and it's all messed up.
Feels like another sand roll.
I actually do.
It is his autographed mullet wig.
Oh, it's definitely a failure.
An intelligence roll.
Extreme success.
You realize the gravity of the situation as your mullet wig has been damaged by this incident. Yeah, you are now raged. You are ready to kill everything and anything.
All right, so I tuck my wig, damaged as it is, into a pocket. I take my bombastic cicada in both hands, and I run. And if I see any doors along the way, I'm going to bust them down by running full force and then spinning backwards to hit it shell first.
You know something, Grandma? I think he'd make a very good Marine.
We'll use him as a diversion.
You come up to this large room where it looks like this is probably where the excavation site is, because you can see the sheer walls of a temple. It looks more like a pyramid. So Ralph, as you enter this room, it's like there's piles of dirt and various pieces of equipment like wheelbarrows and shovels, and there's 10 people in here that look like skin and bones.
I drop my bombastic cicada, and then I punch my hands together, activating my bum fight shock gloves, and just begin punching.
Come in and you see Ralph just destroying what looks like skeletons.
I think he's winning.
As you're looking around, Bonnie, you notice that there's things hanging from the top of the ceiling in this room, and they begin to swoop down at you.
More killing to do, Grandma. Look up. And that is the only way I can fail with rolling a 100.
Shiny math rocks. Get yours today. You blast this thing, this flying creature, just pieces of it just comes raining down. You hit the next one that just collapses. You go to hit the other one. The gun has jammed.
Don't worry, I got you coming.
Damn German technology.
3 shots into the last one.
Pump this thing full of rounds and hit it, and it just spirals to the ground and crashes.
This better come out with the dry cleaning.
I think you might need a hairdresser.
You come out of your red haze rage.
You feel better now?
And he pulls out the wig. My hair helmet.
I got some dry shampoo in my bag.
I don't know. That looks pretty bad, Grandma. Perhaps a Viking funeral?
No. I have to try to save it.
Do we see an entrance to the pyramid?
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
Okay.
assume there's more assholes in here to kill, so.
I'll enter the pyramid.
Nobody lives in a pyramid. That's where people go to die.
2 large pillars with fire next to them as you enter this room. And ahead of you is an altar that has a single candle that's like some kind of like black fire that's burning. And a figure appears behind it. It looks like a Gorn in a robe.
Oh, that can't be good.
You the priestess?
It's holding a staff. And as you look at the staff, it looks like it has some kind of black crystal.
Special Agent Ralph Macchio is a little confused why we're not just shooting it rather than, why people have stopped to talk to it.
Yeah, nade launcher.
So you hit it, it like blasts the altar, pieces of the altar go flying. It hits the person. Their robe has been damaged. The thing that like had the fire in it hits the ground, but it's still burning, some kind of black fire. Bonnie.
10 bursts into her. I really don't want this thing doing anything bad to us. Really? Another 100?
Oh, no.
Give me a luck roll.
No. We're going to roll another 100. 3 in a row.
Thank you to Shiny Math Rocks. That's 3 fumbles in a row. Everybody else give me a dodge roll.
Oh, no.
Bonnie goes to fire her MP5. You can see the eyes and then the staff of this Gorn kind of glow. The weapon just explodes. All the rounds fall to the ground and begin to cook off, firing all around this room.
As Josh tries to kill the whole party.
And now a word from one of our sponsors. What kind of cigarette?
Menthol. They're good for you.
No.
Help clean you up in the morning.
No.
The Gorn only like the clove cigarettes.
No, she reaches in and pulls out a pack of Juan Hombreville cigarettes. She said these are made with asbestos, and she lights it.
Of course they are.
Billy Bob starts backing away slowly.
You don't want to catch the mesothelioma.
I
It's
think I
a
want
bitch.